Good morning. Aloha, Skyra, coming to you live from the Bay Island of Hawaii. I'm just going to give it a few minutes before I get started. If you're joining me live, I'd love to know where you're coming in, where you're tuning in from. And because I don't always get to see who's on, so, and if you're watching this afterwards on the replay, go ahead and comment. I'm not going to take too long, but I'm going to go ahead and get started. I know that people will join in as I keep going and speaking. I am Skyra, and I am a New Earth visionary. My passion is to help those with inner healing mastery as a mentor, and to birth more New Earth visionaries and more mentors and healers and sovereign visionaries into this world, because we're all actually here if we're called to help the collective awakening, and we're all going through our own healing process. That's part of incarnation onto this world is we get to heal. We get to discover who we are on a soul level. That's part, because we have amnesia when we come in. But that was not my topic today. My topic today is gratitude. And I'm feeling lots of gratitude today. I said in my earlier post, it's impossible to experience suffering when you have gratitude in your heart. And this is something that I've had to cultivate through years of practice. I didn't always have the most things in my life to be grateful for. At least I didn't think so. It's the way I grew up. I grew up in a lot of negativity and a lot of abuse, and let's just say not the best situation. And happiness, there wasn't a lot of happiness. There was a lot of fighting and arguing and suffering. And so when we grow up in that environment, it's kind of what we learn to embody. So, and a lot of times when we are in that environment, or we grow up in that environment, we learn ways to distract ourselves, or to not feel, or to close down our heart. And we distract ourselves with things that generally make us suffer more. Because suffering begets suffering, right? Until we learn, I don't want to feel this way anymore. You know, I'm really done. And I did it I practiced for many, many years how to suffer. And I'm still learning. I think it's something that we're all, cultivating and learning. It's not something that we didn't grow up with a place of cultivating gratitude and joy and peace in our life, which many of us haven't. It's not something that comes natural, so it's a learned process. So with that in mind, I'm going to stay focused on my notes in front of me. So the subject was gratitude, and there's three ways I'm going to talk about that. If you're just joining me, aloha, thank you for joining live. If you'd love to comment, I would love to hear anything, or love to hear from you. I like interaction with people. and I'm happy to comment on anything or talk. I just can't see it until afterwards. So, but I would love to know where you're tuning in from, and if you get anything from this. So, gratitude is, we can create our suffering. We can create suffering, or we can create joy in our life. And so, like I was saying earlier, gratitude is a practice. It can be, so there's 3 ways to have gratitude, and gratitude can be experienced through, say, a receiving. You know, and a lot of us don't like to receive. So receiving, and we receive a gift, we receive something that we weren't expecting, or we receive something we were expecting, and we can experience the feeling of gratitude. And that, but that's, you know, everything's temporary, the emotions. So, or you can just, so it's an emotion, and you can experience gratitude as an emotion, and that's a temporary experience, because we know all emotions are temporary. And then there is just a like a disposition, you know, and that's, I think that's probably some people have a natural disposition for gratitude. When you grow up the way I did, we do not. We have a natural disposition for suffering. So if you grew up in a family that, you know, you have a disposition for gratitude, or you just naturally have it, beautiful, that's wonderful. And the 3rd way is by actually cultivating gratitude, whereby through daily practice and intentions, because it has to be learned, and anything can be learned. Any kind of emotion, or like something we want to embody, I call it embodiment, what we hold in our heart. We can learn to cultivate gratitude by certain practices, and learning to feel or feel in our heart, have heart opening exercises. So when we experience more gratitude in our life, obviously that's a frequency that we bring more gratitude into our life, because we're not in a place of suffering and anger and frustration and, you know, making people want to stay away. So if we're saying a gratitude feeling, I think that it's definitely a frequency, and it's probably, we definitely show more compassion and love when we feel gratitude in our heart. We can feel kindness. People who embody gratitude sleep better. We feel more at peace, and we smile more. I know I do. And they say it even helps, well, it definitely helps your immune system. You know, that's huge, because our emotions that we are experiencing affect the way our health is. We affect our what's in our body, because emotions are in our body. And when we can experience levels of gratitude, or we can come back to a space of gratitude in any situation. It doesn't matter. And I can tell you, I know a lot of people are going through shit right now. I mean, I just went through 2 years of like really difficult situations. I mean, and thank God, well, thank me that I knew how to cultivate gratitude, because the situation I was in, you know, it didn't feel very happy, and on this land that I was on, and I had to practice daily to shift my mindset, to change my vibration, until I was able to come to the place where I was able to shift myself enough to trust myself and trust divinity enough and trust spirit that I was going to be okay to leave. You know, and it took a while. It took about a year, and but in that time, I had to keep cultivating gratitude. And then the in-between time, when I left the land and didn't have any idea where I was going to go. And I spent a few weeks just floating and sitting with myself and cultivating gratitude for the moment that I was, and we can find it for the littlest things. We can find it for, I'm breathing today. I have food to eat today. I can practice anything. I can practice happiness today and joy. I have people that I can talk to. I have friends. So when we can learn, and then there's places that we can really cultivate gratitude, when amazing things are happening to us. So that is what I wanted to talk about today. That was it. And I said, again, when I post something, I want to talk about it, and I want to bring that awareness to people, and it might forget, or you might be having a bad day, and you can just sit and say, oh, what am I grateful for? So I have a little announcement, and I am tending, since I'm now situated in my space, and even if I'm not, I am going to start holding connection Sundays and like community connection workshops for different types of practices and learning experiences, and mainly for people who want to just connect in and spend time communicating with live souls, with people, because I know a lot of us really need connection and community right now. Whenever we're experiencing, it's always better to have people to connect with and speak with. So I'm inviting you this Sunday. It's going to be held on Zoom. It's going to be from 7 to 9 a.m. Hawaii Standard Time, and I think that's like 12 to 2 Eastern Standard Time. And it's going to be a gratitude and heart connection workshop. And we're going to be doing journaling exercises. We're going to be doing embodiment and movement, breath work. I don't know if some of you know that I am a yoga teacher as well, and I teach meditation, and I'm a Kundalini yoga teacher, and I have sort of my own modalities that I've developed over the last 3 or 4 years that I want to teach. So we'll be doing heart opening practices and meditation, breath work for heart opening to experience more gratitude in your life. And I would love for you to join. I'm going to put a link in the comments of this live. And yeah, and what I'm going to offer too is, if you join, because this is my very first one that I have done, so I would love if you join me this Sunday. If you sign up for that, I'm going to allow anybody who signs up by this Friday, that you can bring a friend with you for free. So I would love to see you there. It's going to be a lot of fun, and we get to spend about 2 hours together, and I'm going to talk about gratitude and cultivating gratitude. So I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Thank you for joining me, either live or on the replay, and I look forward to seeing you again soon. Aloha.